Good day, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time it is that you are watching this video. My name is Q, and welcome back to the old school Let's Play Minecraft world. If you notice, there's something floating behind me, and that's because that's the magical dirt block, and it's going to stay there forever. So I figured, why not? Started taking down some terrain behind me, as you can see, because of a certain project I'm slowly but surely working on. I got sick and tired of looking at how ugly this whole terrain was actually looking of the natural spawn generation. Yeah, generation. So I started doing some terraforming. Oh yeah. Also got my hands on an ender chest, which I want to explain here in just a second of why I have that. The reason behind this bad boy is because I needed to get some dirt. I found an area way off over there past our little spruce forest and dark oak forest to actually get a bunch of dirt. So I could start sloping the terrain, and then once I got a good shape of going and everything, I started coming down here, clearing this all out, making sure to place torches around everywhere so that way I don't have little mob spawner going on down here, which so far has kind of worked out, except for, down over here, I gotta, figure that all out. Oh yeah, and from last time, I ended up putting mending on the Silk Touch pickaxe that we got here, and I threw mending on our Silk Touch diamond shovel as well. So I'm gonna need some names for the tools. Like Mango named 50 cents. Yeah, need some names for the tools. So going to get some mine tags, name tags here pretty soon. So yeah, put them down in the comments. So just taking a step back here, standing on our wonderful bridge here, that by looking out over here, the terrain is starting to look a lot better. It's smoothing out. It's going up more graciously. It's looking better. The pathway is all kind of windy going up to the ivory tower, where eventually that's going to get done at some point. Just like, I want it to look good. So I'm like, doing some testing stuff in a creative test world just to see how I want to do the design. So I got some things I want to do for like gradients in a sense, but not really gradient, just to kind of like break it up from the ugly white. That because it's it's ivory tower, so it's going to be white, and going to be figuring that out. But yeah, in due time we are going to need a saddle and leads, which if I can find where my leads went. Ooh, okay, yeah. So just going to need one lead and one saddle. And actually, do we have a chest floating around? Because that's what we're about to do, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you guys remember this area, it's pretty familiar, and if you've been around since the beginning, you'll know what this area is. If you recognize what it is, comment tree, so that way I know if you know. So we just traverse up this mountain here and heading over to like a snowy peak kind of area, which is where I've been like, just destroying land to get the dirt that I've been doing to, well, you can't see because of all the bushes off the leaves and everything, but yeah, it's where I've been getting my dirt so far, and figured that I can take the one ender pearl, had it in the chest floating around, and some blaze powder and make an ender chest so it could have an extra set of storage. Because, yeah, don't got hands on shulker boxes, and that's definitely going to be a goal probably sooner than later, honestly, with especially like all the building and stuff I want to do, and just having that extra inventory really does help. You can see there used to be dirt there. I've really opened up the area, exposed a lot of stone, but yeah, this is where I've been getting all of the dirt that pretty much started the project way back over there by the ivory tower. So yes, all of this dirt here actually used to like start to slope up and match what this terrain is right here and going up along the cliff face here, but now I've exposed a lot of this stone, but there should be two little buddies over here that I came across and figured, hey, why don't we take them back home with us, because we could use some friends, some more animal friends, I know I have an iron farm, and I do have a way of getting, I don't really need the coal, but, at least having the ores in its, original state with the Silk Touch could be pretty good for a build at some point. So now, where did my two little buddies go? They were floating around here somewhere. Buddies? Hello? I hope you didn't get trapped in powdered snow. Which, I don't even know if there is powdered snow around here. I can hardly tell the difference, to be honest with you. I don't even know what is what. I'm assuming that's powdered snow because it's more of a different, slightly of a different texture. I hope they didn't despawn on me. They're kind of a staple in this episode. Kinda, sorta. Here you are. Well, one of you at least. But yeah, these are the buddies that I was talking about, and we need to tame them. Please don't make us fall off the cliff and die. I'd greatly appreciate that. Please? Please be friends? Please? Please? There we go. Alright, now we got ourselves a trusty steed, and I think oh, there he is. There's the other buddy. But I don't want to do this adventure in the night, so yeah, sleep the night away. Look at our two little buddies right there. And if I remember correctly, you can put chests on donkeys, right? Right? You can. And now they got their own inventory. Sweet. You can carry that if you would like to. Now we're going to grab our second buddy, and we're going to somehow, some way, make sure to bring him back alive. Our buddies are now home and safe as, well, as safe as they can be around me. I mean, yeah. So I was coming down here to this Y level on the mine shaft, because I wanted to get some granite and also like try to get a mixer of actual deep slate, like with this silk touch pickaxe, and get some access onto stone and see if I can come across some other ores like copper and redstone and maybe some iron, and come across some like other things of tough, and seeing if I could break up the variant of just deep slate. And I came across this little tiny skeleton spawner. It's not too far from the base, really. It's just, you know, off of the staircase and straight out this way. So I mean, can do a little rudimentary little skelly spawner mob farm grinder thingy do here. Now the part that you guys are all excited for is let's see what's inside this chest. Shall we take a peek? I think so. Nice. We got another saddle. We got some string and rotten flesh, piece of bread, whatever, and a name tag. So we're going to need some names for our two buddies out there, our two donkeys, and yeah, so put them down in the comments. Also, how do you breed donkeys again? I'm not entirely sure. I can't quite remember. So let me know how you breed donkeys, and then maybe we can spend a whole entire episode breeding up the best donkey, and maybe we can get our hands on a couple horses and get the best horse to like speed, jumping, and everything. Same thing with the donkeys. And eventually we can actually get a meal as well. I think that'd be a good idea. But yeah, let me know. If you guys missed the last episode, so what we did is actually weaponsmith villagers acquired. Built them a home. We worked on the tunnel for the entrance for the area where the weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, and armorers are currently held at. And asked you guys ideas for the entrance of the tunnel. So again, still trying to figure out what to do with this area. The whole thing, like closing it in to make it look more hobbit hole-y. Still trying to figure out how I want the lanterns to be set up for the cool little lighting. But yeah, I need you guys' help with this section right here of what to actually put in here, and also what to do with this wall. But yeah, also in the background, I've gotten these guys all maxed out. Pretty sure all of them are all maxed out, and that's how I got my hands so far on this Unbreaking 3, Sharpen this Board, Diamond Sword. So yes, we're going to need a name for our sword. For our silky pickaxe, we're going to need one for our fortune one, which is actually up in the chest with full fortune 3. And we really do need a name for our little silky spoon here. Just taking a look back here, I mean, like, look, the terrain looks really good. It's starting to come together. It does throw it off with like how jagged it is up there, but eventually it's all going to get smoothed out. Because like as you can see, it goes up nice and smooth. It doesn't look like patterny. Maybe this bit right here kind of looks more like a pattern in a sense. I like how it's like right in this general area right here. It doesn't, you know, mimic what's from the layer below. It's actually a smooth transition up. I don't know. That's just like my favorite things in Minecraft is just doing terraforming and placing dirt and everything, making it look nicer. Let me know. What's your favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Also, if you're liking it so far, make sure to hit the like button. Comment down below to have the chance to have your words be put into a book, to be put onto a shelf, to then be put into the world in actual blocks, just like Justin did over here with the Ivory Tower. So excited for that project. I am. Slowly but surely, it'll get done. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, and my goal is to get to 500 subscribers at the end of the year of 2024. And if you want to take it one step further to support me, click that link down there to direct you to the page of Buy Me a Coffee. Because, yeah, potatoes, they ain't cheap, and they help me keep the internet connection going. So yeah, I forgot to hit the record button. So that's on me. So yeah, what I got done was dig out the hole. 4 in each direction off the spawner and going up, well, whatever the height is there, 3 or 4 blocks. Came down 4 or 5, something like that, typical, whatever. Make, you know, pretty much most of the cube. Then came straight right off here with the typical 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, dug a hole down and then went off either angle. So that way a water source here and a water source here will just push all the skeletons right into this hole. Did the water canal that goes all the way up for the little drop shoot thing and it brings them all the way over this way, plops them right here. We do a little swingy. Stuff ends up in the chest and it's right down the tunnel for where we came across this. So now it's a factor of closing this all in, removing the torches, and putting the water in. Well, at least in somewhat of a safe order. So yeah. Okay, and now it's time for the scary part. Think we can do this without anything bad happening? Well, so far so good. Hey, it's working. Now, did I do the math right so that way they actually fall as soon as they, like if they, like one hit punch? Ah, 2 punches. Okay, so I didn't go up tall enough, which that's okay because eventually we'll get looting 3 on the sword. And so yeah, now we actually have a proper bone meal farm and arrows and bows and armor and XP. So we can actually repair our mending tools this way or via trade with the villagers. I almost said for the emeralds, but yeah, no, they're villagers. Alright, so I figured that after we spend some time underground that we can actually build a horse stall for one, well, more of a donkey stall, really, because they're donkeys, for our 2 little buddies over there, or at least one on this side of the river and then one maybe over there. I don't know, I figured something, kind of soothing, relaxing to do just to kind of like wrap things up for today. Or maybe there's a little other surprise at the end of this video. Who knows? Stay tuned. So, was thinking something along the lines of using the barrels as actual like posts to be integrated into it. Maybe do something 3 wide. Is there anything I want out of here? No, not really. Maybe we do some pillars. Maybe a couple of fence posts. Maybe like a slanted roof coming off the back. And what would it look like if we did logs? We did the logs this way. And then maybe kind of mimic the same sense on the front side. If we strip it down. Would the roots look good for the backing or should they be more for the floor? I don't know. I know definitely want to do this. And then it's what? Up here? Because the horses actually can't walk out of here, but we can if we're riding them as well. So I was thinking that's a good idea. And then maybe as far as how the roofing goes is kind of simulate what we got going on like over there with the other builds, perhaps. I mean, we could just close this off with the actual spruce wood back here. And then maybe something to do to the effect of that with them sliding over. And then if we just did spruce right there for the roof, that could work. Or actually, we could change these out for fence gates because they will hook up to the walls right there. I like that look. What if we did the same thing all the way around? So we're going to need a lot more fence gates. Could we actually get rid of the slabs here? And could we do fence gates? Could we do the fence gates there? I don't know if it's going to clip in with the donkeys. And then maybe actually if we do change out the oak fence for the spruce fence. Ooh, I was kind of hoping the trapdoor would be... Well, actually... I was thinking the other way of having it droop down, but maybe actually that looks good. Let's go get our donkey and see how it works. Are you going to want to come out of there? Should we change actually... Ooh. What if we changed these out for regular fence posts? I'm kind of liking it. I don't think he can get out. But as far as us going in, what if I change this to actually the trapdoors? Is he still going to want to try to pathway his way out? Yeah, you are. So what if I changed out... Ooh, what if I did it this way? What if we did the slabs on the left and the right, and then we did the fence gate in the middle? Are you still going to want to pathfind your way out? That is the real question, folks. What if we traded out that? Because I want to inquire more of the stoniness to it. Is that looking too it's looking too bulky. What about taking this off? Is that going to help it or is it going to make it worse? I don't know. You guys let me know because he's not pathfinding his way out here. I think this is a good template for what we're going to do for all the other stalls that we're going to have around the world. because I don't really want to try to do elytras. I want to try to stay on like horseback and like boating and mine carts, and I mean obviously we'll get an elytra eventually just for more of like, you know, end busting and things like that, you know what I mean? Just more of the quick, easy, fast, grindy stuff. It's like basically as if elytra wasn't in here and we only had a limited amount of uses to use them. That's at least what I was thinking. I don't know, you guys let me know what I should do about rules and restrictions for the elytra. I'm thinking just something simple, easy, just little bits, just, oh, I need to quickly fly back over there. Like, that's, you know, once in a while, maybe something like that. But as far as like actually going around the world and transporting things and, you know, going from place to place, I want to make it accessible by roads. It's like the whole point of all of these roadways and everything, and working with the land, you know? I don't know, you guys let me know later on in the comments down there once you get there and once you see and suggestions. Maybe you got some ideas for this to make this a little bit more prettier looking, you know? Alright. Have a good day.